This episode's going to be glorious. Right, guys?
Absolutely glorious. It will be nothing but glorious.
Glorious.
So welcome back, guys. We're excited to be watching episode 2 of Loki. This one's called The Variant. I wonder who the variant is. Rhetorical question. Is that Loki? I'm sure there's other variants, though, but what Loki is it? Is it the Loki we know right now, or is it this other one that's killing people?
That's right, in a
Who's
different
a little more than
timeline.
mischievous, not cool. So, guys, you know we do have links below if you want to check out our full reactions, and I think we're excited to get into this. So, shall we?
Yes.
Let's do it.
I love Loki so much, and I think he's right where he should be. I think now that he had that epiphany at the end, now he's going to be like, this was meant to be.
Yes, it's going to be challenging for him, I'm sure.
I'm sure it will be.
All right, so Loki 102. Ooh, I like the music. It's like Renaissance. Yeah.
That's right.
And everyone's like, wow, nice costumes.
Hi. No Nexus energy yet.
The music.
Yeah. Oh my
So
gosh.
she was it.
It looked like she was controlled. Where are all the gods? Oh,
Oh, he's good.
so he's taking it all. Look at him. Wow, he does it so quick, too.
Wow.
Okay, y'all, let's review what we've learned. What happens when a Nexus event branches past red line? Watch it. Where's your manners? Oh, hey.
That's funny.
Good. Yeah. Smart.
But which kind of Loki remains unknown.
The lesser kind, to be clear.
He's the
see the back of
superior,
that
glorious
jacket?
one.
There's almost more than any other variant. And
Really?
no two are alike. Slight differences in appearances or not so.
Oh, look at that one. It's like
goodness.
Warcraft or something.
How's betraying us going to get you any closer to the timekeepers?
An audience with the timekeepers is on the table.
Keep that focus.
Yeah, it's good discussion.
Yeah.
Incentive.
Nexus events destabilize the time flow. This branch is still changing and growing, so you got to show up in real time.
The variant's never taken a hostage before.
Maybe he's upping his game.
Or he pruned her.
A Loki couldn't have gotten the jump on C20.
I see a scheme. And in that scheme, I see myself. The Time Variant's authority and the gods of Asgard, one and the same. Drunk with power, blinded to the truth. Those you underestimate will devour you. It's a trap. He's waiting for you outside this tent.
Should I secure the reset charges?
No, he wants me. I'm the key to his plan.
He's lying. Just playing games. My ears are sharp, too.
No,
Oh, I don't think so.
although I am gullible. Nice cleanup.
Oh, yeah.
The music is so weird.
Yeah.
What would you say maybe I'm your favorite
It's so
one?
old school.
Insubordinate, stubborn, unpredictable. Sounds like someone else I know.
I was just thinking it sounds like someone I know.
Mobius.
And how are the old timekeepers? I don't know, because I've never met them. That one looks like he's got
The
kind
timekeepers are monitoring every aspect of this case.
I don't remember this. This must be from that analyst you keep on the side.
Stay focused.
You're probably wondering what happened out on the mission. You see, half the fun of being a trickster is knowing everyone knows you're just
Just shut up, please. The superior version of yourself. That's it.
I'm not sure superior is actually quite the right word.
There it is. What? Charm your way in front of the timekeepers, hustle them, and seize control of the TVA? Am I getting warm?
I don't need your sympathy.
Good, because I'm running out of it.
I think once they work out the kinks, it'll be better. Yeah, those statues are everywhere.
Yeah, they are.
Timekeepers.
Don't be afraid to really lean into this work. Pretend your life depends on it. I'm gonna get a snack.
Pretend.
Yes, it does.
The variant ambushed and killed another team of Minutemen.
Hello?
Everything's so tiny.
There's a system to follow.
I'd like all files pertaining to the beginning of time, then.
Those are classified.
Okay, the end of time.
Those are classified.
Okay, what files can I have?
Like, that's it out of everything there. Destruction of Asgard. You see everything like that, like it's meant to be. Not the entire civilization. Some survived.
He's hiding in apocalypses.
Which apocalypse? Any time in history, there's like a million of them.
Let's just say
What are you doing?
your salad is Asgard.
No,
in this scenario.
it's not Asgard. That's
it's
my
a metaphor.
lunch.
Just hang in there. I can do whatever I want to do, and it would never matter. It wouldn't go against the dictates of the timeline because.
No, don't do.
It's
There's the apocalypse.
That's the apocalypse.
Everything,
That'll be
everyone
exciting.
around you is destined for imminent destruction. Then nothing that I say or do will matter. Take me to Ragnarok. I'll show you.
Oh, yeah, so you can run away back to your
I have a
home.
lot of computer
We
graphics.
can go anywhere. You've literally stabbed people in the back like 50 times.
Coulson.
I'd never do it again because it got old.
again.
Pump. Oh my God. That was horrific.
I'm gonna watch the temp pad for any variance energy.
Okay.
No one
Because
sees
we
that.
gotta be careful. Very small disturbances.
Very small.
Can you make bird noises?
Bird noises.
Be free, my horn friends, be free!
Some might survive. They can run and have time.
Oh God.
Oh my God, he's
And then they have to get out of there.
Get out of there.
No branching in the timeline.
Go.
Oh, look at me behind you.
If it were me. 3 magic lizards
Timekeepers.
created the TVA, and everyone
He's got them lizards.
including you.
Including me.
You see, I know something children don't.
What's that?
But no one bad is ever truly bad. And no one good is ever truly good.
You're very clever.
I know.
Variant left something behind at an old crime
It's like
scene.
thanks. Ah, the gum.
What's that?
Alabama 2050. You're gonna take my job if I'm not careful.
2050.
You want me to Alabama?
I can handle him. Trust me, this is where we get our guy.
There's not much I can do if it doesn't work out.
Why? Because it's the future. She can't do anything.
Just in case.
Absolutely not.
Oh, yes, yes.
Gather round for a briefing.
Man.
What the hell was that?
That was me. Using magic. You can trust me. I have to earn that. So I will.
I hope she doesn't do anything to him because she doesn't trust him. There he is. With his cloak. Timer. Uh-oh.
It's a hurricane sale. His alias are half off.
Could that be you?
Oh, yeah.
Me, I presume.
If anyone's anyone, you're me.
Oh
Oh
no.
my goodness.
Oh yes, come on here. Oh, come
What are you doing? Hey,
on. Easy does it.
these people are scared.
Hi, are you guys looking for the disaster shelter?
No.
He just jumps.
Oh, yeah.
What happens if he tries to jump in him?
Oh,
That would be
yeah.
weird.
I'm not interested in ruling the Time Variance Authority.
Oh. It's a charge. And see, there he is. Oh, she's okay. Very good.
Okay, good.
So she doesn't remember maybe, and she's gonna blame their Loki. Boom.
Disaster.
I miss Randy.
Vacuum.
Gonna hoover him.
What?
This isn't about you.
Uh-oh. Holy crap, it's all over.
Throughout
You guys
the
are screwed.
whole
Get out.
place. All those branches.
Branches.
Holy cow.
He wants chaos. Or she wants chaos. Is he gonna go?
Gonna run in.
See? Man.
Oh, come on.
That was so cool.
Good wait.
The music.
Nice.
And we don't know what his true intentions are with this other Loki.
See, that's the whole thing with
Going
Loki
to
in
go
general.
against her.
Because he's chaotic and he is great at lying and manipulating things. So I like our Loki. He was conniving right from the start, and you just don't know. I love his character, but you just
And
can't
you
trust
don't
him.
know if he was lying to the variant or if he was truly planning that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't know.
Yeah, because, like,
Questionable.
I knew he was going to say something to the other Loki and be like, well, let's work together just to trap the other Loki, possibly. But if things went well for them, he might still betray the TVA. So, again, he could always turn on a dime.
Yes, because he was
definitely,
saying to Mobius all along he wanted to see the timekeepers. He wanted to, do a face-to-face with them. So
And now the cat is
could
out of
be
the bag because that one lady actually did
yeah, she
say.
did.
So
She
now
gave
that's
that.
dangerous too. And now making all these branches, making chaos, I mean, that's going to be a lot to try to cover one branch. So now there's several of
Absolutely.
them.
Wow.
And
Something else.
how are they going to control it? Do they have enough Minutemen to go through every branch? I mean, how is this? This
Yeah.
is insane.
Yeah.
It's kind of exciting too because here we've had order with the TVA for so long. I mean, forever. I mean, time really doesn't, I mean, it matters, but it doesn't really flow, I guess, at the TVA because it's like past, present, future. But it's interesting to see because we keep hearing Loki talk about, well, we don't have any free will at all. Like everything's already pre-decided for us. So that kind of sucks. But he goes, well, it's more complicated than that. But still, like the idea of it's the same. So with this one Loki, even though it seems bad, her changing all these timelines, like breaking the main stream of time, that might be better. I don't know, because chaos is never good, but to actually
and
break
it's
the
sacred
control.
timeline, so that's the most crucial one. Of
Yeah,
all.
and that's how it's been forever. So what happens if they destroy it? I mean, I know they had history before that. It was all chaos and stuff, and this was better for balance, but maybe then people can have free will and do what they want and not have to be, have everything already decided for you. So that's an interesting concept where I feel like they're going to, at the end of this season, destroy the main time stream and then people have to choose for themselves. But it sounds scary because it sounds really chaotic.
It does.
Or maybe
It
Loki
could.
just wants to cause the chaos because she does not like having these timekeepers be in control, be so powerful on top of everyone else. So she just
and
wants
she's
to bottom
Loki,
line
don't
get-
forget too.
Yeah.
So
That's right.
who knows what she has planned, and now he went with her.
Yeah.
I'm saying
Yes,
he,
he
but they're
did,
both
yes,
Loki.
both,
But
yes. That's
so what's
something.
his still true intentions? And they're in the future.
Mhm.
And Ramona said to Mobius, I can't really help you in there. But she fled anyway with that, whatever that item was that she took. So how is she going to help him?
Yeah.
She said she
That's
really
really-
can't.
I don't know. I mean, just the bounce bodies too. She
Yeah,
was
big
not
time.
even there.
Wow,
she
that
was
was
actually
something
away
else.
and just
Yeah.
possessing these bodies just by touch.
Yes.
And I know Loki's really powerful. Seeing him in this role, I love his character, and he seems, I keep using the word pathetic, but like he just seems like a normal person, like kind of nerdy, and you know, he can't use his magic when he's not in the timeline, so he doesn't have any control, but he's trying to comply somewhat. But just seeing him weaker when we know what he's capable of, and even going against this other variant, like she probably is superior to him. But I know that's his thing too.
Yeah.
Like he's so insecure that he has to always validate, like, I am superior. Like he does ramble a lot about that. So for his own self-esteem, I mean, it's fun learning more about Loki and the struggles he's going through, because he is very arrogant and he is very insecure. So him following this female version of himself, maybe he'll learn a lot, because I feel like she's going to be very sadistic or something, and way
she's
beyond
been planning
what
this all
he's
along.
like.
So he did catch where she was going to be before a disaster, or he was going to be before a disaster. So he was very excited about learning that with Mobius. Like so I think he wants to do good. I really feel that he does, but he's got that mischievous side of him.
Yeah,
that he's doing a twist. But I think he did go in there for good intentions, and now his ego is fighting himself.
That's right.
And he wants to be superior of this other
And
Loki.
he's
like
always been
fighting
naturally
himself.
curious too, you
Yeah,
know.
right,
And
yes,
the
yeah.
biggest thing again is he hates the idea of being trapped, caged. Like you have no choice, you have no free will, pretty much. Like everything's already decided for you. So that notion alone, I think, is motivating him to find out more, because he's always been curious, and now there's a female version of him. We already heard that there's a ton of different types, you know, depending on what timeline you're in. It's fun, you know, but him now, he doesn't like it. I don't like it either, like being set and this is going to happen. Like there's nothing you can do to change it. So if there's going to be an apocalypse, say a meteorite or something hitting the earth, so there's no way, like knowing ahead of time, you don't want to change the past, but you're just screwed. Like there's nothing you can do, so just take it. And how, I mean, I kept saying during this, like, disasters are awful and we never want them to happen, but how exciting for a show is that to show up at an apocalypse right before it happens and do what you want and actually experience it firsthand before it hits you. Like that's insane. Like impending doom. It's just
like in Italy when
mind-boggling.
he's like, just pretend, you know, do a bird song.
Pompeii,
And he's like, no, I can do whatever I want, because they're all going to die no matter what anyway.
Yeah, and Mobius needed that too, because how he said it too, I know he's good at his job, but he just accepts things the way they are. Like he doesn't go beyond that. So Loki is so different from him that he just breaks all the rules and experiments and just messes around to see, because he truly believed, and he was right. Like if there's going to be a big disaster, it destroys everything. There's no evidence of a variant.
To think of that.
Yeah, and those poor people like, what? So any stories that do make it out, I mean, everyone got killed, so there weren't any changes in the timeline, but it makes you think, like, as a joke, that certain stories that you hear way back when, people do escape certain disasters. There was this weird horned man that, like, the devil said all these things. But yeah, so it's very fun. Like it's kind of slow to start, but it's good for character development to understand more about Mobius and Loki working together, because even though Loki, he's been very menacing, scary in the past as a good villain, he has his own problems, like his own weaknesses that he has to overcome. So I think this will be good for him working with Mobius. But now he's not with him, so that's not good. Now that he left, I'm hoping Mobius still wants to help him.
I hope so. I hope he'll
is.
think of something else. He'll go back to the library and see something else, another, you know, clue of try to get him to another branch with the two Lokis. So it's going to be interesting. And I think Mobius, you know, he knows so much about Loki already. He's learned, I mean, that's his whole career, is just learning about Loki. But he has so much more to learn. working with him
That's
and going
right.
through this process. He has so much more to learn of him.
That's
So
for sure.
So with Mobius giving those two different ideas of A, B, and saying that I'm either trying to help the little scared boy or just want to get this over and done with, like, what do you think his true answer is with Loki?
Mobius's answer?
Yeah.
I think he's right as far as being the scared little boy, because
I do
he's
too.
scared of what his other potential Loki versions or variants
That's
are
for
going to
sure.
be.
Mm-hmm.
But on the other hand, maybe he wants to get out of this. He does want to get out of this, loop of learning, just on this trail of Loki. He wants to move on.
No,
So a little bit of both, but I think pretty much he's trying to break down Loki as the scared little boy, trying to free him of that.
I think so too. Scared little boy.
Yeah.
Kind of free
He
on
does seem
that.
insecure like that, and I think both as well. Like, I think because he does want to get the case done. I mean, if people are dying,
Yeah,
things
he's
are
over it, yeah.
in chaos, and they're working so hard trying to keep things stable. But again, this is interesting learning about Loki, because even though we loved him, or like a lot of people love him, or at least I do, because he's like the underdog character who,
Yes, right.
was just never like accepted. Like, Thor loved him, Odin loved him, of course, but Odin also brought him and adopted him to like make peace or something with the frost giants, so he also had an agenda there, so that also hurt Loki. But he was always the underdog who was just trying to make his own way to prove that he is worthy, and he was always under Thor, and just to have that title, he just never liked it. He wanted to be superior. He wanted to be better. So he always struggled a lot. So him now, like, seeing more of a human side, even though he's not human, but he has more of, although humans are strong too, but he has some weaknesses for being such a strong person that he has to, like, realize and accept, because he always wants validation, and seeing it just in this series alone.
Yes, he does.
It's funny. It's definitely funny how he goes about it. Like, they do it in a silly way sometimes, but it really makes you think, like, wow, he really is insecure about himself.
He is, because he's
Yes,
constantly
that's
defending
awesome.
himself.
That's
All the
right.
time,
Yes,
yeah.
he is.
Yeah.
So I love this. Like, again, we talked about a few times with WandaVision and the Falcon and Winter Soldier, that it's fun learning more of these characters, because even
I
though
love it,
Very
yes.
much, yeah.
in the movies, like, it's great and the stories are well told, but you don't always get to learn a whole lot about individual
Background,
characters,
yeah.
especially like secondary characters, ones that aren't like a main focus. So now they have their own spotlight, and we get to learn more about them. And yeah, so
That's
definitely
true.
fun.
Great.
Style is fun in this. Like, the music is so bizarre, like Twilight Zone or something.
Yes.
I like it. It's just
It is
how
Right,
everything's
and
out
with
of
the
date.
timekeepers, like the
Oh my goodness.
where, like, it, which is weird about, speaking of timekeepers, Mobius says, he hasn't even met them yet.
Mm-hmm.
And yet that one Minuteman that was captive, the girl, she said, I gave out the location of them.
Yeah.
So does Mobius know where they are? He just never met them?
Yeah, that's a good point too. Or maybe he's just lying to Loki because he doesn't want Loki to get too curious about it or something. But yeah, she knew and he didn't, or
True,
something. So
that's
Oh, yeah.
I'm curious too. Like, that would be such a twist. Like, we hear this great story of these three guys that made a main timeline, and watch them be the ones that made all of this the normal and made it, oh, it's great and this is how things should be, and watch them be like the bad guys who completely control everything too much, and we need to have free will, and we need to have like all these branches to make things better. Like, we only hear this one side, and that's how it's always been. And it's like, if that's what you know and what you're taught, you're going to believe like that is the real way to do things. So that would be a twist too at the end.
It
where
would,
this-
because Mobius, maybe that's his way of trying to say, hey, when this is over, the TVA is done too, because they don't
yeah,
need
like
to-
everything's going to
That's
be
right.
peaceful
Yeah.
or
That's
something,
right.
and
Yeah.
he just accepts it. So I think he's like the normal people, where he just does his job great, and he thinks that that's how you're supposed to do things. And Loki questioning things, like, he might be on the right page, where these Time Lords are like bad, because they just take over everything.
Mhm.
And maybe the female Loki destroying things is going to be a good thing. I don't know. Like, maybe she actually does have a good plan, like, as a good person. It doesn't
Yeah.
seem like it because she's killing a lot of people, but once you reset things, I don't know. That's just a crazy
We'll
theory
see.
I'm just
We'll
throwing
find
out there. I'm
out.
probably
It's fun,
completely
though.
wrong. It is
It's
fun though,
interesting.
yeah, especially when they throw all kinds of weird things at you that it can go in any direction. It's
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah, because
Definitely
they
fun.
look so,
like
you know,
that.
professional. And I mean, Ramona seems like she's the judge, you know, and you have to go through everything with her. And it's very orderly, and that's the way it's supposed to be. Keep everything in order,
Yeah.
and don't mess up Mobius's salads. Just
I know, because you can see everything's very particular.
Yeah,
like they're so
everything
used
has
to
to be,
routine.
yes.
And the humor in this is definitely funny. I love the humor in Marvel. It's different in this series alone. It's a little more silly, but it's fun. Because
Yes,
even
yeah,
Loki,
yeah,
I
it
feel
is.
like, is more silly than usual. Because
Yeah.
even his, like,
Definitely.
manic, like, how he quickly moves around and he's running around Mobius, like, what about this? Like a little child. He's
Yeah,
acting more like a
trying to-
child in a way.
trying to say, "Am I in trouble? I'm trying to get out of trouble." Yeah.
Yeah, and bantering
yeah.
even more so, and very interesting. I do enjoy it. So hopefully we'll have more action soon and see what's going on with this female Loki. That was a fun twist to see.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
Oh,
Please
wow.
let us
It
know in the
was.
comments what you guys thought of this, because we're watching the same day that it comes out, so no spoilers there, and it's always fun talking with you guys.
That's right.
I really enjoy it. It's
I do
it's
too.
a little confusing, but that's good. It's
That's
challenging
good.
to.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, how is it for
Kinda
you, Mom,
connect.
too? Because we watch a lot of stuff on the channel, but it is so out there with the timeline that I know it's like you kind of just accept it. You're probably more like Mobius, where you just accept it for what
You
it
just have to
is.
accept it.
Whatever
What's
goes.
reality? Don't
Yeah.
even think about it.
It's
It
good to
is
be
what
one
it is.
timeline for us, right? Because it
That's
can
right.
get too complicated, and we're
That's
comfortable
right.
with our
No- no
timeline
branches
so far.
for us.
As long as there's no
That's right.
apocalypse, but even then you can't change it. So it's better just not knowing, right?
I like things that go
I like free will,
smoothly.
though. Yes, definitely. Me too. So
Yes.
thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you very soon as always. Check out our links. Love you guys.
Bye.
Bye. It's going to be
Subscribe.
glorious.
Yeah.
Yes,
Glorious.
gloriously.